Imagine tiptoeing barefoot in the dark, the winter wind chafing your skin as the bushes scratch away at your flesh. Fear and wanting freedom have become your only motivation. Survival begins with the natural hue of your skin molding itself with the dark of the night. Imagine feeling twigs cracking beneath your footsteps while you're trying to remember 50 paces to the white picket fence. Then turn left under the flickering star, run quickly towards the pecan tree and wait. Quietly wait. If the candle isn't lit, someone is in the area, so just wait. Don't breathe. Don't be human. Just wait. I imagine stories like these coming from our ancestors' mouths. A lifetime of scenarios that led to freedom for some and only dreams for a better day for others. Can you imagine what it felt like running for your life? Voices screaming the word nigger through the roof of their mouths. Imagine seeing bodies tied against the big tree. Babies crying, wanting to feel human more than anything else in this world. Long before Jim Crow, long before segregation, long before 3/5 crept up into a constitution. So when they say, let us make America great again, what does that say to the Negroes? Does that phrase help America forget about her history? Forget about those who carry her celebration like backpacks. Perhaps she can't see past the scars, past the European last names, the clouds that cringe every time that anthem speaks of freedom, every time it speaks of justice, but blind eye victims shames every one of her captives. Every black body she only claims during election time. And still today, they frown at everything that says black folks. Submission, everything except our money, everything that says yes, we can, and still today, we've become doormats. Footsteps bury themselves in everything that labor hasn't claimed yet, and still today, we bounce to their permission, look for their approval, dance and sing for acceptance, even at the expense of our own manhood. And still today, our solidarity has no value without them, without their say. Our sacrifice is only measured by their standards, and still today, we belly up to their authority. We answer everything that makes them smile, makes them feel safe. And still, today, they ask me why I write angry black men poems. Why I sound like hate hasn't changed my thinking. Why we haven't forgotten pricked fingers and cotton fields. Still, today, they ask me, why do I hate when they say Black History Month? Well, it's because you can't take 365 days and cram it into 28 days. It's because you grant them, we shuffle around for them. Still today, they tell us why. They tell us if and when. They tell us when. They tell us when. Still today, our reckoning comes when they say so. Comes by their specifications, and she can't hear us, but don't feel our suffering at the same time, won't speak of reparations. Still today, we're cramming 400 plus years of suffering into 28 days, the second month of the year, like we didn't build this place. Like bloody hands and pricked fingers and back breaking free labor didn't make you a home, America. Did you forget how we got here? Rough waters in the bottom of slave ships. It was my folks who died here. It's their voices that straddle these hurricanes, the ones you cannot find shelter from. It was my folks who built this land, my folks who made this trip. It was my folks who built this shit. And my folks who will always remember that today, well, today is not a day to forget their journey.